video now. Well, thank you so much for joining today in the day 14 of the Resurrection in Progress. And I can't help it, but it's going to be a real deeply spiritual healing class where we go to the essence of the aspects, literally like on the point where it happens, where the separation, like the idea of separation, actually is kept, you know, in our idea of ourselves. So yeah, I made a video that I love to share with you in a moment. It is in a certain sense so confrontative and so direct and so clarifying that I would say, like, the healing power of it it's unlimited, and that's why I love to share it. Yeah, because otherwise, what are we doing? We don't have to delay time. We don't have to be gentle with ourselves in terms of, yeah, let's not talk about it, or let's just have a great time together. Like, not that that's not going to happen. No, it's going to be great. But to face, say, the facts and to be aware of them really is everything. You know, it's like, wow. Yes, you want to know the truth because the truth will set you free, nothing else. So, and of course, you know this truth, this is in you, and you connect with it when you do your practice. But you want it to be fully present in your consciousness. So this is, I think, a great step up. And so it's still coming from chapter 19 from the Urtext. And we're just in the introduction section. You know, it's like, there will be more. So what's coming after this is, for instance, the obstacles to peace. Well, this is just a little warming up for that. And this is huge, you know, it's huge. So that means, like, it is not just reading a book. You can see that in how we are doing this. Like, you sink deeper and deeper and deeper into the fabric of the illusory idea you hold about yourself. You're really going to the stitches and the connections and the way it is constructed in order to see right through it. But you, in a certain sense, you got to face it. And this just not only to come to know that it is built up like that, no, to become free of it, so that the love of God can stream right through you with no obstacle at all. And just as an extension, you come into the alignment of the purpose, with the purpose of the universe, which is what you do when you're here. This is your opportunity, you know. So yeah, I'm really happy that we can join in this, and I want to play that video just because it will really make a statement in a certain sense. It will show you something, and see if you can hear what it says. So it's direct, it's beautiful. And so enough said, because I will just read it to you too at the same time. So this is a 6-minute video, and when you're ready for it, we're going to start to share this. So here it says, truth and illusion have no connection. This will remain forever true, however much you seek to connect them. This will remain forever true, however much you seek to connect illusion and truth. But illusions are always connected. Illusions are always connected. As is truth. Each is united, a complete thought system, but totally disconnected to each other. Each is united, a complete thought system, but totally disconnected to each other. So the thought system of truth, the thought system of illusion, are total, complete thought systems, but totally disconnected. Each is united, a thought system, a complete thought system, but totally disconnected from each other. Where there is no overlap, there separation must be complete. Where there is no overlap, there separation must be complete. And this is all said for a reason. That's why I'm working it out like this. Where there is no overlap between truth and illusion, there separation must be complete. And to perceive this is to recognize where separation is and where it must be healed. So there's a reason for this, that we look at this specifically. Like, to perceive this, that there's no connection between truth and illusion. To perceive exactly this is to recognize where separation is and where it must be healed. This will all start to make sense very shortly. The result of an idea is never separate from its source. The result of an idea is never separate from its source. Well, that makes sense, right? The result of an idea is never separate from its source. It originates from somewhere, from its source. So here we are. The idea of separation produced the body and remains connected to it. The idea of separation produced the body and remains connected to it. In other words, it's using it in the thought system that is illusory. The idea of separation produced the body and remains connected to it. This also means, like, you cannot see it without it. So it's always body related. Illusions are always body related. So this is good to recognize, since the solution to all this will never be body related. That's why we say we don't heal certain symptoms. It's not about healing the symptoms. No, it's recognizing the whole package of body-related illusion. Making it sick because of its identification with it. So only the body can become sick because of your identification with it, like with an illusory idea of yourself. Making it sick because of its identification with it. You think you are protecting the body by hiding this connection. You think you are protecting the body by hiding this connection. So to not see it as a whole package of illusory ideas. So you keep a little bit of that to protect the body, to protect your ideas about the body from this idea that it is illusory altogether. You know? For this concealment seems to keep your identification safe from the attack of truth, and quote unquote attack. For this concealment, like we'd rather not talk about it. That's why I say this is very confrontative. This is exactly where it happens, so to speak, where you keep holding on to your ideas of physical limitation and physical ailment. For this concealment seems to keep your identification safe from the attack of truth. But yes, it is not truth that is attacking, but it is definitely, say, the ego thought system that is defending. So it feels attacked. If you but understood how much this strange concealment has hurt your mind, and how confused your own identification has become to you because of it. If you but understood how much the strange concealment has hurt your mind, and how confused your own identification has become to you because of it. You do not see how great the devastation wrought by your faithlessness. You do not see how great the devastation wrought by your faithlessness. And you say, like, faithlessness, what do you mean? Well, hold on. You do not see how great the devastation wrought by your faithlessness. For faithlessness is an attack, which seems to be justified by its results. Well, this is such a great expression because you can feel it, how this actually works, like how this mechanism is. For faithlessness is an attack which seems to be justified by its results, by the things you perceive, this sick body, this devastation, this war, this whatever, however that's going to look, the body-related ideas. For faithlessness is an attack which seems to be justified by its results. Like, you have proof of it. See, it doesn't work. No, there's no such thing as healing. Now I can prove it to you. For by withholding faith, you see what is unworthy of it and cannot look beyond the barrier. For by withholding faith, like by not placing your faith in something that is not understandable and not, say, perceivable, you see what is unworthy of it and cannot look beyond the barrier. You literally choose to stay in your concealment, in your little safe, so-called safe spot, in order to defend yourself against the attack of truth. So going back a little bit. So this is what we had. For by withholding faith, you see what is unworthy of it and cannot look beyond the barrier to what is joined with you. It's like you're missing out on what is joined with you. That is the whole thing that is happening. So it's like you stay in your concealment to not be able to see what is joined with you. Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So to me, that is like a clarification. It's unbelievable that it's even written in this book on chapter 19. You know, it's like, it's unbelievable that it's actually written in black and white. Literally, I use black and white here too. To bring you exactly to the point where it's occurring, so to speak. It's like, this is exactly what you do to keep truth away from a full-blown experience of you, whether you have the experience of a sick body, whether you have an experience of like a human existence, whether you have an experience of thinking that you're fine doing what you're doing, whether you have an experience of, you know, it's like endless. I can make this list endless. It's like everything that we do to deny truth, in fact, like to really work at it, to deny truth, is actually literally been shown here. That is so great. It's like, no, yeah, who wants to hear that? You know, who wants to hear that? I love it. So it's so confrontative, and you can feel what it says. That's so beautiful. It's like, oh my God, I actually do. In my human thinking, I do it like that. And look how deeply that is rooted. Every body-associated idea. Well, do you have some of those? Oh my God, yes. You have body-related ideas, many of them. And you think that that's okay. And on the other hand, you have your spiritual path, and yeah, it works well together. It's like you're okay with the schizophrenia, so to speak, of your mind, and that this can be split and you're still doing okay. Like, it is not an obstacle for you to see the split-mindedness of you. This is amazing, right? So you need help with this situation. It's like, to admit this is the first step. Like, this is just total insanity, the way that I deal with this and the way that I express this to myself, and even defend it in order for me to have to have not truth attack me. Like, you really need your shelter for now. You need your shelter to defend yourself from truth, from the light that is ready to blow you away, so to speak, to blow you straight into the kingdom. And you say, like, no, wait, oh my God, no, I'm too busy. I got something to do here. I gotta, no, wait just a second. No, this is not possible. Not now, whatever. This is what you continuously do. I have to laugh about it. It is silly, isn't it? It is silly, and it's also all right. So we agreed that we need help. That is the final, say, conclusion of this. It's like we need help, obviously, because we're so accustomed, and I speak for myself, of course, it's like we're so accustomed to trying to combine truth and illusions, thinking that that's okay. Like, why not? And this is what we said the other day too. Why not stay in the gentle ascending with me to leave this idea of you behind? And not that the whole apocalypse is happening of what you think that means. No, this is a gentle ascending into the body's invisibility, like it literally dissolves the ideas of the body. Suddenly we find ourselves, say, at the doorstep of heaven, and wondering if we should enter in or not. And well, I'll keep the door open. You can just walk right in. It's like, it's great. I love it. That's so wonderful. It's like, this is exactly where this happens. So it's a hopeless situation. Your human ideas, you're trying to combine this in your spiritual awakening path, holding on to your sickness for the safety of your being attacked by truth, is being reversed into a gentle invitation to ascend with me right now. Like, this is how we heal. This is exactly where that takes place. You've recognized it. I know it for sure. You recognized it. So now, welcome. Here's the invitation to gently ascend with me. To yes, resurrection in progress. I'm leaving all illusory ideas behind. I'm letting them all be, say, converted into something useful. And because I see the nonsense of defending myself against the truth. I see the nonsense of trying to keep my spot and my ideas and my thought system, say, concealed. So that's great. And there was another line in there. I'll see if I can bring it back, because it's like truth and illusions have no overlap. So it's either truth or it is an illusion. There's no in between. There's no gray area. We know this. So we've repeated this many times. That's one idea. Then there is the idea of you try to combine them. You do everything you can to combine them, but it will never connect. So they're disconnected. So then we have another step, and that is, yeah, I cannot really get to it. Where is it? So it's like, oh yeah, it's a whole thought system, and it's related to a source. So your human mind, your idea of a separate you living in timeline in this world, being a whole part of that, or having human ideas about yourself, having ideas, trusting the ideas that are generated in your mind as being you, identifying with it, seeing that thought system is a whole thought system, but it has no overlap with the whole thought system of truth. So the whole thought system of truth is everything related to the idea of your totality in total connection with every aspect of creation. That's a simple definition of that. the other part is confirming your separation from everything that is to its utmost detail. You know, it's like every detail is connected to the idea of separation. It's a whole thought system. And just as truth is, you know, just like that. But here, you trust one idea from here. You can't see that. You can't see truth. You can't experience truth. You accept one idea of this. And so this becomes more obvious too. It's like the same as what I explained some days as I can have a great experience of love and light. Suddenly I have an idea about I'm hungry and I have to create a world in which there's a fridge for me to take something out of it. Where's truth in this story? It's gone. It's gone. In my awareness, it is gone. I'm only focused now on this. I'm in this thought system, and it's a total one. So it has nothing to do with what I just experienced. So this becomes more and more obvious in your awakening that the two are separate. Like, and you have to learn to deal with it in a certain sense too. Like, as long as it takes, you have to be aware of where you actually are in. At the same time, of course, you don't have to lose your connection to truth, but it has nothing to do with these ideas, these bodily ideas. It has nothing to do with it. So each thought system is connected to a source. So your true source, say, responsible for your perfect, incorruptible body, for your ascending, resurrecting body, leaving all ideas about them for what they are, entering into an, say, ever-expanding joy, where you are a whole part of, completely in fulfillment of your function and your, the purpose of your creation, so to speak. That's just amazing. But anyway, so the idea was it is connected to a source. So your limited human ideas are connected to your ego thought system. That's that. And your truth is connected to the source that created you in reality. So these two are good to realize too. To be aware of, like, oh my God, I'm actually choosing continuously between one of those, since they're not combinable. So, and then the last part, I already dissected that too a little bit. It's like, so now you defend yourself you keep your little secret self for yourself, try to hide it from truth. So you actually are, say, delaying the total healing of it. And you have proof of it, that your system works because of the things that you are perceiving. See, oh yeah, the doctor told me this, and this is what I saw, and oh no, what I read in the news. Or like, you always will find proof for your illusory ideas. That's very easy. You always find proof. And in that, you confirm to yourself, yes, what I believe is true. Yes, what I see, there is another. Yeah, I see it, I feel it. Yeah, I was attacked by this one. Yes, this happened to me 50 years ago. Absolutely. Here, look, his scar. I got a scar. Here, I got proof. See, I'm already using the body again. It's all body-related ideas. So how can we become free of them? By giving it away, by giving it continuously away, and also recognizing our identification with it when we are actually confirming that. That's good to know too. So that means I don't need to recall memories, body-related memories from the past and bring them back into this moment. I don't need to do that. I have to stop doing that. I really have to be vigilant not to pull those back into this present moment in which, like, everything is given to me. Why would I want to bring this in, thinking that it adds something to this moment, or trying to keep it safe from the attack of truth? So this is incredibly the healing spot that we love to say, put it in the spotlight, and to give it attention, to sit with it, to contemplate it, and actually practice it, demonstrate it. It's like, I cannot prove this to myself because I know better. None of this is true. None of the body-related ideas I have are true. I have to let go of them. I will not confirm this as as my reality. So, and then you see, like, wow, where do you want to think about in the first place? Like, it seems like every idea that you hold in your mind is body related. There's always has something to do with time, with location, with well, you can you can associate with it very easily, but I don't invite you to do that any longer. But you will become aware when you are actually speaking those, when you actually are, say, confirming to yourself body-related ideas. You become so aware of it that you have, like, oh my God, how do I ever get out of this? So it is okay to be devastated by that, and to feel totally guilty about it. Not that you are guilty, but it can help to feel like, look at that, I'm only having these ideas. I can't believe it. Well, let it be used, like, for you as a red flag. Like, apparently I need help here, and I want to come to know the truth of me. I don't want to live in separation. I don't want to say, prolong my time in a limited perspective, in a thought system of limitation, attack, and eventually death. I don't want it. I don't want it any longer. So here's our practice then, to dive daily into our humanhood, and to literally go to the bottom of it, to die in it, so to speak, to see that what is alive will always be there. It will not take anything away from me. All right, so this is what I loved to share with you today. And so thank you for your attention. And I have no idea how we did on time, but we should be all right. Yeah, we're all right. See, even the time tells it. It's great. So thank you so much for your attention, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.